Here, they blew the... After the explosion, there was no one left. Cause I know dim mock, poison hand, touch of death. My vision's still kinda blurry, but I see a clue. Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the flash. He's at the big one. On grand side, the door shut and the lights go off. Another trap. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp, I can't breathe. Ignorance is laughing at me, waiting on my downfall. But he can't stop the prophet.
Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Washington Wizards come in for this one. Wow, the fans making a lot of noise here inside the arena. The Sacramento Kings are getting settled in. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2. Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gator. All fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter at the 3 slot.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, you know, getting the ball inside early.
And it worked to perfection, Clark, on that possession. We'll see how that plays out in terms of being a big part of their game plan. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Morris, no good.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
And stolen by Cousins. The drive by Gay. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Morris. Gortat, the pass to Morris. Beal from long range. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Cousins dishes to AC. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Now here's Wall. Morris kicks to Porter. Wall up top. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go. Wall's got 5 now.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh?
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Gortat with the steal. And Wall kicks to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 6 points here for Beal.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Fires the three. No good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's McLemore. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on John Wall.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Morris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. He doesn't get the second one. The Kings trail by 5. It's tipped to the right side. And here's Wall outside. And that one's good. Wall's got a couple of threes now in the first for Washington.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Wizards lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo and at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And the shot is good. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category, and dead last in blocks as well.
Wall passes to Gortat. Here's Morris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Washington leading now by 8. And Beal kicks to Wall. Right wing. There's Porter with the 3. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rondo with it. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Cousins. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Beal. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
There's a screen by Gortat. Beal with a screen on Collison. From deep, Wall. And that one's good. Wall's got 11 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. The Kings ended at 18-23 here at home. Not a terrible record for them given how their whole season went kind of up and down and inconsistent. They even had some home cooking in their favor as they were the second best team in free throw differential at home.
Collison dishes to Cauley Stein. Good work defensively by Morris. Wall passes to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, a big thing for the Kings to look forward to is the opening of their new arena. They are still looking at opening the downtown arena in the fall of 2016, and Sacramento couldn't be any more excited.
Cauley Stein. Morris with the block. And Beal kicks to Porter. To the paint. And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist from Porter. And that's now 6 points for Marcin Gortat. Collison dishes to Cousins. Gortat with the steal. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Dishes it to Porter. Back to Wall. Takes a three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Kings trail by 11. It's Gay with the drive. And he gets the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And Billy Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Cauley Stein. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. Got it off in time. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Porter. And it's Gortat in at the center.
And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Morris with the bucket. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best teams crew, your Sacramento Kings.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team, a good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for the Kings. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The drive by Rondo. Pass to Acy. And McLemore kicks to Rondo. Lets it go from 11. And the shot falls short this time. Beal, that's for 2. The shot is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Gage. And it's sent back by Morris. And it's Wall in the corner. Wall draws the double. Outside for Beal. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's coming. Oh!
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And, Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Rondo kicks to McLemore. Rudy Gay on the way. And there's the pass to McLemore. Cousins dishes to Rondo. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Rajon Rondo. And Wall slams it home. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The Kings trail by 10. Despite an overall strong year in 2015 for the Wizards, they were pretty weak at times, Clark, on the road.
Managed only 17 wins away from home, tied the Pelicans for the fewest road wins for any team that actually made the playoffs last year.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And the technical free throw is good.
And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
Caspi, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And then for Washington, Gortat has come in for Nene. And Markieff Morris subbed in for Sessions. Easy the pass to Caspi. Collison kicks to Rondo. Gortat with the block. Ball against Collison. Here's Beal. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beal's got 12 points in the game. Clark, the Kings last season only 11 wins in 30 games against the Eastern Conference. Only had more out of the conference wins than the Wolves last season. That was not a good number.
Yeah, and the Kings didn't have a winning record against any Eastern division either. So you can't make up ground in the West if you can't beat the teams in the East.
And Morris throws it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Sessions. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Collison. Then it's Caron Butler. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
That's his first personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Kings. The Kings trail by 12. Cousins. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Sessions dishes to Nene.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Sacramento, Darren Collison. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Collison hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Thornton kicks to Nene. Fires from 14. That one a little long.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Cousins with the bucket.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
Here's Nene. Here's Hickson. And he lays it straight in. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Rondo passes to Bellinelli. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Dudley. Nene left side. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop.
Sessions.
2 shots, foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Kings, Darren Collison.
Throw good, Darren Collison.
2 shots.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Ben McLemore in for Rajon Rondo. Shot clock at 5. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Kings trail by 5. Outside Collison. He kicks it to Cousins. Inside. It's stolen by Morris. The dish to Porter. The Wizards working the ball around now. It's stolen by McLemore. Down low. Here's Gay.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
Sacramento making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Wall, that's good.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Rondo drives in. Passes it to McLemore. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. Here's Cauley Stein.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the Kings making a change here. Acey's checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that. But I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
From deep, Wall. Gortat dishes to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Quarter outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Gay drives in. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Ooh, he's playing hard, but you got to play smart, too. Get there too late, and that's a big whistle.
Morris right side. Goes back up. Cousins pulls it in.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to McLemore. Back to Cousins. Money!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Here's Beal. Oh! And a strong finish with 2 hands. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass. You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wall attacking. Count it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Count it.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth.
Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best team crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team. Get up and make some noise!
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Oh, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
Off the inbound pass. It's in!
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Timeout called by the Kings. Guys, what do you think?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
That will count. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone. Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
It's Dallas facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Pachulia in at center.
In an area where Dallas struggled last season was defending the three-pointer. A lot of their losses came against teams that just took them apart from beyond the arc.
Feeds to Ibaka. The turnaround Jay. There's the bucket. Good. And so here is Dallas. Williams, that's a two-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks on D. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Williams kicks to Parsons. Picked by Williams. Pachulia. Banked in off the glass.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Parsons. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Williams kicks to Matthews. With the shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. They get it back. Robertson can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Matthews dishes to Parsons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Williams kicks to Parsons. Passes it to Pachulia. Puts up a 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Durant attacking. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside, Felton. Pulls up on the wing. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
For 3, Westbrook.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
D2 from Anderson. It's hauled in by Adams.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after. That's how they piled up all the points.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Felton. Anderson is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Barea. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris is checked in. Durant, the pass to Ibaka. Stripped it away. Anderson against Durant. Anderson dishes to Powell. Drills it from outside. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. Chandler Parsons comes in for Anderson. And Darren Williams is subbed in for J.J. Barea.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Measuring. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 5.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Harris misses. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Parsons attacking. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Parsons. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Out to the right wing. Barea dishes to Felton. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. It's good, and the Thunder lead is got down to 8 on the bucket from Berea. Outside Westbrook. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder are able to retain possession. Matthews with the steal. Poked away. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Ibaka. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Coming on the court, it's your Thunder Girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Foyle is out there with Anthony Morrow. And it's Waiters in the 3 slot. And Westbrook, here we go. Williams with the block. And there's the pass to Westbrook. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. The Thunder shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Mavericks last season, Clark, were very tough down the stretch in games. Had a lot of players that shined all the time during crunch time.
Well, when you've got guys like Dirk and Monte that can create their own shot, it gives you a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Wesley Matthews. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Kicks it to Durant. That's tipped. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Here's Durant. The shot will not go. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
It's stolen by Ibaka.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. The Thunder leading by 10. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They get the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Darren Williams. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Chandler Parsons.
Here's Parsons. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And that's 10 points for Chandler Parsons.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Pushing it up. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from Parsons.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Parsons. Matthews passes to Parsons. Right side, Williams. And good on the basket. Book it.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
The Thunder leading by 7. To the middle. It's tipped. Nowitzki with the steal. Outside Matthews. There's the dish to Nowitzki. Pachulia kicks to Parsons. 4 on the clock. Williams.
Assist from Chandler Parsons.
And he banks in the layup. Now just a 5-point Thunder lead. Over in the corner, Ford. Taken away by Williams. On the wing, Williams. Parsons dishes to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Dallas?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Nowitzki, good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Roberson. Here's Waiters. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Durant's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Randy Ford. The feed now to Waiters. Adams' shot is off. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. That one wide left. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Durant with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. They set the pick. Lets it go from 11. Good on the jump shot. 18 points for Kevin Durant. Mavericks trailed by 7.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Parsons' shot is off. Outside Durant. Pulls it up. Bank shot, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Adams with the slam.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Parsons for 3. but they recover it. Matthews. Here's Pachulia. It's good.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed.